Jose racer Brendan Murry trailered his San Francisco neighbor, Bob McLennan, in the Champion Speed Shop car driven by Adam Sorokin in the first round. They were the underdog, but they got the job done, but not without burning a few pistons. The conditions are atrocious here, and in the next round, he's got to face Jimmy Young from Wisconsin. And Jim Young is a guy that I can compare to world champion Dick LaHaye. Jim Young built his own car, he tunes it, he drives it. He's a very gritty racer. So these guys have their work cut out for them.
All right, so here we go. Semi-final action, Bowling Green, Kentucky, the Holley Hot Rod Reunion. It's really not a mouthful. I don't know why I have a problem just getting out those 4 words, but yes.
Are they paying you?
If they're paying me, I am definitely working cheap. So
that's why you struggle with it.
I do struggle, and but
if I can say so.
But if I can only overcome my struggles in the same way that Brendan Murry apparently has overcome his struggles. Here he is facing up against Jim Young. And let me tell you something about Brendan. I mean, this man lives and breathes Top Fuel. He has said, the thing about Top Fuel racing is that you have to hate money and love work.
That's funny. My dad told me that after a couple of his first drag races that he went to when I started. He's like, son, I think to do this sport, you have to hate money. He didn't get the work part of it.
Right.
Until we burned the thing to the ground once or twice, and then he still didn't get it. But
so Brendan
that's funny.
Hasn't so much burned it to the ground as he has burned off his eyebrows. So he has done that.
Yeah.
He's overcome that, and he's trying to make the scene against Jim Young, who has been the pick to click.
Something came off the car.
Yeah, I don't know if that made any difference as far as what came off the car, because he was on some sort of samurai sleigh run. I mean, wow, that was nuts.
Well, you can see the left tire got out of the groove a little bit, and then the whole car was. And these cars, they don't have much downforce,
right?
And they have a small tire, so and it's still a fuel motor. I mean, it's still making several thousand horsepower.
Right.
They're real race cars. They're badass. They're going to spin the tire when they're not in the groove.
Well, so that brings us to who will eventually be his competition, and that is either Turbo Tim Cullinan, or, as we've alluded to, the illustrious Nitro Kitty Mendy Fry.
Who's your money on?
I have no money, as we've already determined. I work for next to nothing.
If you had $1, it'd probably be on Mendy Fry, and so would mine. But you know, again, it's drag racing. Anything happens.
Yes.
And
well, something just happened there, or didn't happen. Another bizarre burnout. Mendy's, of course, looks very strong. Turbo Tim is having some problems. It's rather frantic. I don't know if there's something with the throttle stop is wrong or what's going on, but he went 60 feet and his crew member is down there 250 feet.
Yeah, the thing didn't spin the tire at all.
Well, they're backing it up, so...
Not a good sign.
Well, earlier, yeah, you can see how frantic he is. Something is just horribly wrong.
He's asking them, the guys, to help shut the thing off, so they loosen the fuel line there.
I see.
Shut off easily, and
so
bummer for him.
Turbo Tim, a dead player. Mendy Fry now has an opportunity to test the track like she's been doing all weekend. This car has been the toast of the event.
Well, for sure, and you know, you make your own luck, and so now all she has to do is not make a mistake. I mean, it's a free run.
Yes.
And she's in the final. Get a good run so they have data for the final.
Sloths through the clutch a little bit. It finally goes 1-to-1, and then she clicks it. So 573 at 220 miles an hour on a solo run will mean that she gets to square off against the Thorn in the Nitro Kitty's paw, which is Jim Young, who has had her number either as a tuner or a driver in the last 2 Heritage Series events.
Yeah, and Cole, that makes it a very interesting final round. It's going to be great to watch. It's very competitive. It's actually the 2 best cars.
Yes.
The 2 top drivers that have had the best results lately, and you know, that's what we want to see. A great drag race side by side and very competitive.
All right then. That concludes semifinal action from the Holley Hot Rod Reunion. Come back for the final round between the 2 fiercest and most fearless competitors in the deal right now, Mendy Fry and Jim Young.